In this video, I try to explain how to customize the web interface of Makerbase MKS DL32 board using simple method. This tutorial will demonstrate how to customize the official MKS DL32 index page by incorporating additional buttons or activating latent functionalities using the straightforward text editor Notepad++. If you have a Makerbase board, to access the index.html page, connect to the machine via Wi-Fi. And from the open window, download the file. Save it to a folder and unzip it. If you don't have a Makerbase board but want to try this tutorial, you can download the files from the official GitHub repository or from my personal GitHub page. Check the video description for links. Okay, let's get started. When you open the official index page and you're not connected to the machine via Wi-Fi, you'll get this error. Let's see how we can remove that error code so we can view the page and experiment. Open the index page using Notepad++ or another program. To find the code in that window that's preventing you from seeing the page, you'll need to scroll down until you find the body section. Here, you need to delete the loading element and save the page. Now, if you refresh the page, you'll see that the annoying button is gone. I bet I'm not the first person who's tried to modify the index page and encountered this issue. But keep in mind that we're only removing this button for testing purposes. In a real-world scenario, the machine won't work without that function. Make sure to note that. Now, let's see how to create a new button and add it to the About button menu. Access the page's source code and employ Notepad++ search functionality to locate the string about. Here, in addition to the standard menu, you'll also find the costing button that I created. But let me show you how to create another button like it. Copy the code for one line and paste it after the costing button code. Then, copy the costing button code itself and change the name and the address of the page that opens when you click on that button. Open the page. You'll see that the button isn't visible because that section of code is specifically for when the page is viewed on small screens, like a phone. If you make the page smaller, you can see the button in menu for small screens. Now, to create a link that's also visible on large screens, let's go into the code and look for the second instance of the code that contains that About button. Use Notepad++ search function to find the second occurrence of the string About. Now, let's follow the same steps to create a My Page button that's also visible on larger screens. After saving the page, you'll see the new My Page button in the menu. However, if you click the My Page button now, you'll see that nothing happens. Let's learn how to create a destination page. Within the directory housing the index.html file, establish a new file. If the file system does not permit the creation of .html files, create a .txt file as an interim measure and subsequently modify its extension to .html. The final file name should be mypage.html. Now, let's open mypage.html using Notepad++. Remember, if you try to open an HTML file with a regular text editor, it might not work properly. Now, even if our page doesn't have any HTML code inside, it will open in a browser because it has the .html extension. So, if we type anything into this page, save it, and click on it, the page will open in a browser and show us the text we've written. Remember when we created a button that said mypage.html? For those who don't know HTML, this means that when you click that button, you'll be taken to the mypage.html page. So, if index.html and mypage.html are in the same folder, clicking the button will open the mypage.html page. So, if I click the button on the index page, I'll be taken to the page I just created. Isn't that cool? Just remember, this exemplifies a basic implementation, serving as a rudimentary demonstration. Subsequently, within the mypage.html document, let's implement a more conventional hyperlink to the index.html file. This will facilitate navigation back to the homepage. It is anticipated that this fundamental demonstration will provide a foundational understanding of HTML programming. Moreover, with the aid of Makerbase, this experiment can serve as a valuable learning tool. We shall now conduct a test to evaluate the functionality of our rudimentary HTML implementation. As we near the conclusion of this tutorial, I would like to draw your attention to a particular aspect of the official Makerbase index.html file. There are certain code segments that appear to be inactive. While I cannot provide a definitive explanation for their inclusion, it is possible that these lines of code are intended for customized implementations or future updates. Nevertheless, I will demonstrate how to activate these functionalities. Therefore, in this instance, the code segment is commented out, rendering it inactive. To activate this code, simply remove the comment delimiters. You will now notice that the menu, which was previously obscured, is now revealed. It is reasonable to assume that there are other functionalities that have not been explored. I suggest delving into the official GitHub repository and community discussions for more comprehensive information. The purpose of this demonstration was to provide a fundamental understanding of WebUI, and I hope that it has been informative. I have extended the standard WebUI functionality to include an image-to-Gcode conversion feature, specifically tailored for styrofoam cutting. Interested in trying it out? My machines, all equipped with Makerbase MKS DLC32 boards, are available on platforms such as eBay, Amazon, and my personal website. By purchasing one, you'll contribute to the advancement of my CNC endeavors while gaining hands-on experience with CNC principles. If you have successfully implemented custom features within the MKS DLC32 WebUI, I encourage you to share your achievements in the comments. Your feedback, whether in the form of a like or a comment, is greatly appreciated.